Hello everyone, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. You can book a reading on peacefulnickthemedium.com or you can email me for a free mediumship circle or small group reading at peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com. Hello everyone and welcome to my live. I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. I am an evidential medium. Hello. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining. The chat stream is a little delayed. So if you're typing in the chat, hello. And there was also, hello, happy hippie. Hi. There was also an update. Hi, so what? I'm answering mediumship questions, spirit guide questions, any general mediumship questions, anything like that. You can book any of my services on my website, obviously right there. If you want to join my free mediumship development circle, that's taking, my first one's full, my second one is in February and March. You can email me at the email address above. I also have small group readings that aren't listed on my website. You can email me. I have one this Saturday. It's only $25 if you want to do something where it's not, in public like this. So what's a spirit guide? A spirit guide is someone, excuse me, in the spirit world that guides us and helps us through our life. Most of us have more than one spirit guide. Most of us have a main guides. Hi from Jersey, PC. Guides can come and go throughout our life and change. And I often get the question, can my deceased loved one be a spirit guide? Well, I am a person who doesn't really subscribe to human labeling. Hi, Christy. So nice that you're here. I don't subscribe to like the labeling system everybody uses for things. So I will say that my belief is if you want to feel like my mother's passed away, if I wanted to feel like if I wanted to say she was one of my spirit guides, I could say that. It's okay. But spirit guides are actually separate from our loved ones. There are loved ones in spirit, but they're usually not technically someone that lived here with us in this life, but you can call your lost loved ones, your past loved ones, your spirit guide. I have no problem with that because humans get caught up in labeling everything all the time. So that's how I feel about spirit guides. Another question I get all the time is my loved one still mad at me? Is my loved one mad because I didn't get to say goodbye? Okay. No, for all of you, for all of you that are, worried that your past loved one is mad at you, no, they're never mad at you, because once you cross over to spirit, all of the human feelings of anger, resentment, bitterness falls away, and you go into a place of pure love and peace. And then you understand the things that happened and you remember the things that happened, but you don't get caught up in the anger part because all that human emotion disappears. I mean, you recognize it and understand it, but you don't hold it. Someone is saying, this is Dallas Jape, I think, if I got that wrong, sorry. A medium told me my boyfriend is going to be our unborn son's spirit guide. So like I said before, is your boyfriend passed? I'm assuming your boyfriend's passed if you're asking me that. So it's okay to have that. If your boyfriend is passed and your unborn son has a guide, it would be okay to believe that, because it's not an exact thing Like, we are labeling them as humans, so we understand it. We're not, the hierarchy and the things like that. It's not necessarily, it doesn't matter what we call it in general terms, if we're just talking in everyday general terms. So if your boyfriend is passed, of course, he's going to guide your son. Yes, of course. My mother passed away in 1986, and she's guided me ever since then. So, is she technically my spirit guide? No, I have a different spirit guide. Okay. Other questions I get a lot. Are they mad that I didn't come to the funeral? No. Nobody's mad if you didn't make it to the funeral. Nobody's mad in the spirit world. Hi, Southern Roots. Hello from New Zealand. Hello. Lana, hello. Yes, Annie Colgal, your son is fine. And I understand, and I'm so sorry. Let's see. Of course, your son is okay. Everyone who crosses to the spirit world, actually, about 10 minutes ago, I posted a video about this thing, this very subject. Everyone who crosses to the spirit world is fine. They're all safe. They're all at peace, no matter how they passed over, whether it was health, whether it was addiction, whether it was their own, they did it themselves. Everyone crosses to the spirit world and everyone's fine. There's no fire and brimstone and burning hell. And your loved ones do come around you. Your son will be around you. And, do you, let's see, this is for Annie Colgal. I think I'm saying that right. I'm hearing jingling in my ear. Do you hear jingling? Like he's showing me, I don't know if it's a wind chime or something, or some kind of jingling, Annie. Answer me yes or no in caps if there's jingling and that you hear, because I feel like he's sending you that. Liz, read me, make me believe, please. Well, Liz, I'm not sure what kind of reading you want. I'm an evidential medium, and I can't make you believe. You have to choose to believe. So I can't make you believe. So on these lives where I do free readings here, if you want a reading, I need a first name and relationship. Now, when I do full readings, like you can book a full reading on my website, I don't want any information. But on these quick ones, because so many people get on here, first name and relationship, and I'll do a quick reading. All right, Annie Colgale, yes, you hear the jingling. Okay, so that's him just saying, Mom, I'm around. I'm around, Mom. I'm here. I'm still with you. So no, he is safe and he is at peace and he is watching. Do you have other children? Annie, yes or no? Other children. Yeah, so someone is saying that, where'd it go? It's been 9 years. See, this is what happens. All of them load all of a sudden and then I lose it. Someone I can't, okay, Amber Novak. Yesterday marked 9 years from my loved one's death. I still can't feel her ever. That happens sometimes. There's a couple of reasons that can happen. Sometimes you have a block of disbelief. You have a block of pain, a block of fear. That, when it goes on and on like this for so many years, that can be one issue. Another issue is our lost loved ones understand that sometimes we can become addicted to their presence, and so they'll wait a long time. And sometimes that's their personality. My brother-in-law passed probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it took him years before I got a message from him, because that was his personality. He did not subscribe to any of this mediumship. He was a minister. He was a Methodist minister. And he would have thought I was completely off my rocker if he would have known that I was doing this as a profession, because I didn't start this till after he passed. So there can be several reasons. I would suggest if you're looking to connect with someone on your own, go on YouTube and type in "Sitting in the Power for Lost Loved Ones." If you want, you can email me and I'll send you some links. There's millions of videos about it. And it shows you how to, it's kind of like a meditation, but there's guided ones that shows you how to go and communicate on your own. Find one you like. All right, Annie. Yes, you have other children. So if they're still young, I feel like your son, they talk to him, Annie. Tell me yes or no, the other children talk to your son, because I'm feeling like he's there with them. They know he's there. Lana, when we pass, could we present ourselves to others with our physical body, or did we just look like a soul? This is an excellent question. We can do either. So the way I see a pure soul is like an orb. So when I meditate, I don't see them like this physically, like floating around my house or anything. When I meditate for spirit, I see them as a floating orb of energy, like a floating light. That's how I see them when I meditate. And then I started seeing that, and then I started reading some books by people who explored this, and they said the same thing. So I thought that was interesting. Actually, I have a bunch of paintings that look like that, which is cool. But they can present themselves in a full human figure to other people. I have an older sister who is not spiritual at all, doesn't believe in any of this stuff, and she sees my mother full figure at the foot of her bed. 3-dimensional, full color, full figure, just standing there. So I've asked the spirit world not to do that to me because it will scare me and probably give me a heart attack. So if they want to show me stuff, I ask them to do it a little at a time so I can kind of get used to it. So they can do either. They can project themselves as an orb or a full figure. Okay. Let's see. Amanda, yes, your boyfriend Shane, he'll be around you. TC 1234. You're Tana. You want to talk to your dad. Just a second while I see if I can connect to Tana's dad. He's showing me a mustache. So I don't know if there was a joke about his mustache. Now, I just want to say, I just got like 100 new messages. So Tana, I cannot guarantee that I'm going to see your response because all of a sudden a whole bunch just loaded. But if you can, in capital letters, if you're still on here, yes or no, dad had a mustache, or something's happening with a mustache, because I'm seeing this prominent mustache. Let me know. Okay, let me go through these and see. You're welcome, Annie. You're very welcome. Hope Martinez, yes, your son is at peace. Yes, your son is at peace. Is my grandma my spirit guide? Pamela, if you feel like she is your spirit guide, yes. And I was just talking about that. We have actual spirit guides who are not humans that we never knew. But if you want to feel like your grandma is your spirit guide, that's okay. We get hung up on labels. Some people will say, no, you can't do that. For me, I don't think it matters what you label it. If you want your grandma to be your spirit guide, yes, because my mother guides me and has guided me every day since 1986 when she died. So yes, for you, that is fine. PC, am I annoying my past loved ones? I call on them a lot, having anxiety issues right now with work. Okay, that's a lot to unpack. No, you're not annoying your lost loved ones. If they don't want to listen, they won't listen, okay? But most of the time, it just takes a split second to connect, and they're there, and they want to help you, okay? They want to help you. Having anxiety issues right now with work, I would suggest, if it's possible for you, because I don't know where you're at in the world, like what the job situation is where you are, try to find another job that's not going to give you that much anxiety, and maybe if it's actually the job. And I would start a meditation practice. There are millions of free meditations on YouTube. Find something soothing. Even if you can get 5 minutes in a day, a couple times a week, it'll help. My husband uses, and he swears by it, the Headspace app. He meditates every day, and it's a guided meditation. It's very soothing. Some people don't like guided meditation. Some people think they can't meditate. You need to take some time to slow the thought process down in your head, and start with that. Okay. Oh, now it said I had 100 things and they're all gone. Okay, here we go. Now everybody's answer's out of order. So if I asked you a question, they're all mixed up now because you know how these lives are. Okay. Okay. All right, Annie, I don't remember which question I asked. Their answers got mixed up. I think it was, do your other kids talk to your son? Is he around? Okay, here comes some more stuff. Patricia, does my brother have a message for me? Yes. Okay, that stuck out to me quickly. He said, you're the most beautiful woman he's ever known. And I know that might sound weird to other people, but that's the first thing I heard when I read that. I think that's having to do with how you feel about yourself. And he wants you to love yourself. And that's why he's saying that. I believe that's correct. So Patricia, answer me yes or no if that makes sense to you. Hi, Sonia, Marissa. All is well. Okay. Whole bunch of stuff. Yes, you are very welcome. You are very welcome, Patricia. Just know he's there with you. Okay. Jamie J20, my grandmother. We always had a rough relationship. I hope we reconciled. So just know that she was hard on you and judgmental. I feel like she was like super judgmental, and you just wanted to break free. Jamie, answer me in caps if that makes sense. The harder she was on you, the more you wanted to just get away and do what you wanted. Know that she understands the way she acted was wrong, and she does not judge you or hold anything against you. She realizes now it's just a growth process you were going through. So answer me in caps, yes or no for the grandma, Jamie. Okay. Yes, Jamie. Okay, so I'm reading for Jamie now, so everybody be patient. And I'll tell you this, if you're spamming and like repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, I'm not going to answer it because it's not fair to the other people. If you want a reading that bad, email me for a short reading or book one on full reading on my website. Okay? Got to have some boundaries. All right, so where did Jamie go? Okay, so know that I just see that you just want to break free. You just want to break free. You always wanted to break free. You don't like to be held down. You just want to burst out. And she sees now that there's a reason for that. That makes you who you are, and you wouldn't be who you are without that personality trait. So just as long as you're doing things safely and, making sure everything's going okay, explore, as she's saying, explore. So I feel like you want to explore things. All right, so answer me yes or no, Jamie. Ooh, Tea Collector has a great comment. You guys can't see. She says vague info that you can apply to anyone. Okay, well, I will give you a reading separately off here because it's you'll be embarrassed probably. And email me. I'll give you a reading. No problem. Record it and then we'll play it on here. Okay, email me. I love a dare. I can give you I can let you see all the reviews from my clients, okay? Oh, good, Jamie. Very good. Yay. Oh, no, thanks. Okay, bye-bye. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you, Crazy for Shepherd Lady. You're a sweetheart. Yes, Maggie Healy. Yes, your mother is fine. So everyone that crosses to the spirit world is perfectly fine and safe. There's no burning fire and brimstone. Everyone, their body stays here, and the consciousness, the spirit comes out of their body and goes to the spirit world and is safe. And the people who have near-death experiences and lives between lives regressions, there's a great book called Journey of Souls. I highly recommend it. They all report this feeling of pure love, pure unadulterated love, pure joy, and that it's hard to come. So the people who have near-death experiences and stay alive, they report it's really hard to come back to their body because the feelings they feel are so indescribable. So yes, she's okay. 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 We took care of that troll. So there you go. What happens to people who OD? This is a great question. There's absolutely no difference in going to the spirit world for someone who dies because of a purposeful or accidental OD. You still go to the spirit world. So the spirit world is one place. It's not a separate place for bad people and a beautiful place for good people. It's the same place, and it's about learning lessons. So this was very hard for me to accept when I became a medium, because everybody experiences things from other people that aren't great. At some level. Some are super, super terrible, horrible, awful. And some are like bad, but not super horrible. And everything in between. So even the horrible people still go to the spirit world, but they still have to have a life review where they feel the feelings of all the pain that they caused people. And then they have to get reoriented with their guide and their teacher and say, you know what, you kind of really messed that up. Let's figure out why you messed that up and go through this. Why did you do those things? So regardless of how they went, no judgment here. I come from a family of addicts. So there's absolutely no judgment from me. Okay. How do you describe... Oh, great question, Lana. It's gone. It's gone. Something about how do I describe time in the spirit world? Oh, how do you describe time in the spirit world? Since they visit us, do they feel time pass here? So for those of you who are new here, I am a scientist. I've been a scientist for decades. I became a medium way later. So I have studied, I have a bachelor's degree in biology and a master's degree in astronomy. And so I've studied a lot of physics and time and how time works. Then I became a medium and had to have a whole new perception of it. So even physicists will admit that time in the universe is concurrent, meaning everything that has ever happened in the universe has happened all at once. That's why they believe time travel is true. There's movies that describe this, some of them pretty okay. So it's hard to really conceptualize. It's hard to really imagine this. So we are wake up on Monday, wake up on Tuesday, wake up on Wednesday. In the spirit world, they can see all the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. It's like they're looking down on the entirety of your life all at once, and they can move around and come in and out as they please. So they can drop in on Monday, or they can drop in on you 10 years ago. So they can navigate your lifetime anytime. They can come in at any time. At any time. So it's not, time on Earth is different from any other planet. So we track time on a 24-hour day. Other planets have a different time scale because they orbit, or they rotate on their axis differently. So it's very different there. So there's a sensation, I guess, of time passing in the spirit world, but they can navigate human time instantly and go anywhere. Could you be able to help tell me why spirits won't communicate with me? I'm the coffee. So I would say start a meditation practice. Your mind is too busy. I would guess that is what it is. Your mind is very busy and you can't slow it down enough to really allow them in. The first two very, very significant messages I got that showed me I was a medium. One was I had laid down to take a nap and the spirit was there, clear as a movie. And the other one, I had laid down to go to bed and the spirit was there. So you need to be in a place where you're not disturbed. Say you're a mother with kids around, you got kids, you got a job, you got laundry, you got dishes. Your mind's not slowing down enough to hear them. They're there and they will communicate with you, but you have to slow your mind down, slow the thoughts down. Mariah, do I have medium abilities and am I talking to my past loved ones or is it in my head? Okay, great question. I actually have a free circle. If you want to join it, it's 3 free classes in February and March. Email me, and that's for anybody. Or if you want to get my small group reading this weekend or next month, that's only $25. Email me. That's for everybody else. So I thought the same thing, that it was in my head. And what I learned through my teacher, I got trained through the Oddbod School of Mediumship in the UK. It's so subtle, you think you're making it up in your head. But what happens is when you can validate information that you are seeing or hearing or feeling with the other people, then you know it's real. So my example, my very first experience, and I've told the story dozens of times. My sister called me and said our friend's son died. Now, I had not seen him for 25 years when he was a newborn baby. And I haven't seen her in that long either. Because we live in different places. She said, so-and-so died. I said, oh my God, that's horrible. He was so young. And instantly in my head, I knew it was a heroin overdose. Instantly. I just knew. That's called claircognizance. That's a clear knowing. You know what happens and you can't explain why. So I was like, okay. Nobody knew it was that day. We didn't know why he died. So I went to take a nap about an hour later. And as soon as I laid down, his face was in my head, in my mind, telling me, clear as day, I'll never forget it, I can still see it. Tell my mom I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. So of course I couldn't sleep after that. I called my sister back. I said, oh my God, Brandon, his name's Brandon, and I have permission to share this from his mother. Brandon came to me in a vision, is the only way I could explain it, and told me to tell his mother he's sorry. And I didn't want to upset the mom, obviously, because her son just died. So then a couple days later, my sister called me back and said he died of a heroin overdose. And I'm like, ooh, that's what I heard in my head. So you think you think your mind's playing tricks on you, but when you can validate the information, that's when you start to realize and pay attention. Oh, it's not just my imagination. These things are real. These things are actually happening. So get validated information, and then you'll know. Okay. Okay, Jessica Pipkin. Was your son little, like young, like toddler, baby? If you're still on here, I have a whole bunch of messages. So Jessica, answer yes. Son was whatever age or toddler baby. If I get to it, because there's a bunch of messages. Yes, okay. Answer Mariah. Yeah, PC by troll. That's right. Teacher knows best. Steve B. Ever around me? How did he die? Was this... Well, I'm not going to do forensic mediumship on here because there's too many other people and it would be giving me a really bad... I don't want to guarantee that I could be right on that. Something that specific. Was this a friendship that maybe was more than a friendship or could have been more than a friendship? Teacher knows best. Can you answer me in all caps? Because I'm seeing stuff, but I want to make sure I'm with you and not with somebody else because it gets crowded in here. Teacher knows best. Answer me in caps. Yes or no. Could have been more than a friendship. Hi from Texas. Yes, teacher knows best. Okay, so I'm with teacher knows best. Would he, so you don't know how he passed? Because I feel like he had something in his body that was some, I don't know, secret illness or something. Does that make sense to you? Teacher knows best. Let me know yes or no. And passed at home. Okay. I'm just hearing blood. So I don't know if he would have had an aneurysm, pulmonary embolism, or some type of blood disease that maybe he didn't know about or maybe he didn't tell anybody about. I wouldn't normally do this, but he's telling me this, like something's happening in the circulatory system or blood. They don't always tell me that. So let me know if you can get a hold of anybody that can give you an autopsy, or if anybody knows. Let me know. But I'm hearing the relationship was forbidden. Do you understand that? The relationship was forbidden. And you couldn't... I know you miss him. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm definitely with Steve B. Okay. But you wanted to tell people. Was he married? Or people thought he was in a relationship with someone else? Let me know if you're still here. I hope you are. Yes, okay. He's coming in very strong. I normally don't get this much on these shorts, but every once in a while one comes in real strong. He's saying, I had to pretend a lot. I had to pretend a lot. Yes, thank you, Lana. He had to pretend a lot. Do you understand that? Let me know. Know that he's making me feel like you can't find, there's not a real way for you to find out what happened. There's not a real, he's like, he's repeating it. He's making me say these words, like, I feel like they're just coming right through. There's not a real way for you to find out what happened. Okay, because his family, the person he was with, whether he was legally married or not, has that information and doesn't really understand the relationship you had. And he said there was a lot of shame. There was a lot of shame. He carried a lot of shame. And now he knows he didn't have to carry shame. And he feels like he kind of wants me to go on a diatribe, okay? So just be patient. He's like, people are so judgmental, and they don't understand. You can't help who you fall in love with. And who you love is who you love. Do you understand? I mean, he's really wants to say, he wants me to give a whole speech about that. I hope you're still on here. Teacher knows best. Exactly. Okay. Good. I'm okay. Hey, he really wants me to preach about a lot of stuff that's not socially acceptable and rights of people, and how he should not have hidden things. He's okay. He had your, okay. He shouldn't have hidden these things. But he was in a place where he was in a position where he felt like he couldn't be his true self. I want you to know that he wishes he would have made a different choice. But I feel like you guys were been through lifetimes together. So this is the thing that people don't understand. We can't help who we love. When I met my husband the very first time, I was traveling across the country. Furthest thing from my mind was meeting somebody, and I saw his eyes. I was waitressing at a restaurant, and he walked in. He was working there too, and instantly I saw his eyes, and instantly I knew I've known him forever. Like, I just knew. I knew him forever. And whether I was a man and he was a man, or I was a woman and he was a woman, or I was a woman and he was a man, it doesn't matter. You love who you love. And that's the message I'm getting from Steve. You can't help you can't stop the love. You're going to love who you love. You just are. You're just going to love who you love, and people need to stop being judgmental. And that's it. That's it. And he loves you too. He loves you too, and he wants to apologize for not being more open. He just wants to really apologize, and he's making me want to cry. That's okay. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it, because I want to cry too. Don't apologize. He really wants you to know it was real. It was real. And never feel ashamed for who you love. That's the message. And he wants to tell everybody, be ashamed of who you love. Ever. Love is pure. Our souls are pure. Never be ashamed of who you love. Okay? If you want to discuss it further, you can email me, okay? Give me a second. I gotta get a drink. You are very welcome. You are very, 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 very welcome. Okay. And thank you, PC, because she says, tell him we said thank you for his message. That's one of the biggest keys to mediumship, thanking spirit. Gratitude for them coming through so clearly. Gratitude is the key to letting them know we appreciate them and we're not just using them, for clout or whatever. Because, you've seen some people do that. But that's a good point. So yeah, that was heavy. That was good. That was great. That was a great communication. He's so clear. I mean, I just feel like he doesn't want to, he wants you to know he's around you. He's just like hanging out. He's just hanging out. He's a very big presence. I don't know if he was big physically, but I feel like he's taking up half my living room over here. Like just his energy is just like right there. I can't see it, but I know it's there. I don't know if you're not a medium. I don't know if you can understand that, but I can feel it. I can feel it like it's, oh. Hi, Manny Maven. Oh, thank you so much. Sonia, thank you so much. Okay, somebody asked me if they're... No, I can't find it. You are very welcome. I can't find the comment that I just got. Go let him in. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. If I can, I'll pop back on here. I love you all. I love you all very much. Email me with any questions, or if you want to join any of my free development circles, my small group readings for only $25. You can do that through email. Otherwise, email me with questions, and you can book anything on my website. Thank you all very much. I got to go let my son in. He's freaking out. All right. Bye, everyone. You're welcome. I'll see you all soon. Bye.